Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm glad to be here with you. Today we're going to take a look at biomimicry thinking by exploring specifically biological functions, strategies, and mechanisms. As we know, biomimicry is about emulating nature's genius to create sustainable human design solutions. A big link between discovering an amazing adaptation in nature and creating a human design based on that adaptation involves building what we call a function bridge between the natural biological idea and how it can be emulated in the human design world. Identifying function, strategy, and mechanism of nature's design inspiration is really a key part of building this vital connection between biologists and engineers. We can define the function of a biological adaptation as what nature is doing. And nature uses multifunctional design. So this toucan's bill, for example, is doing many things. It picks up food, attracts a mate, feeds its young. And did you know that the toucan's bill also works to help this warm-blooded organism thermoregulate and stay cool? That's right. One function of the toucan's bill is to dissipate heat. The strategy is a general explanation for how the function is achieved. So we might ask, how does a toucan bill dissipate heat? And we would discover that the strategy is to use the bill to radiate the excess heat from the warmer blood inside to the cooler surrounding air outside. The mechanism can be determined by figuring out how the strategy works. So we would ask, how does radiating heat from the blood inside the bill to the air outside the bill work for a toucan? Defining the mechanism is more in depth, and the explanation typically requires digging into the primary literature, doing some fun and challenging research. If we did so, we would discover that the toucan can control how much heat is radiated to the outside world by constricting or dilating the blood vessels inside its bill. There's an extensive surface area, and when blood flow is constricted, less heat is radiated to the outside world. When blood flow, when the blood vessels dilate and more blood is released into the bill, more heat can be radiated to the outside world. It's also interesting to note that the toucan uses convection as well. So it uses the wind. On a windy day, it can point its bill into the wind to dissipate yet more heat for cooling purposes. Or if it's too cold, it may keep its bill out of the wind, tucking it under its wing. Okay, let's summarize. We said that a biological function is what nature's doing, and a biological strategy is generally how the function is achieved. And then the biological mechanism requires some deeper digging into the research. It describes how the strategy works. And why do we care about function, strategy, and mechanism? Our goal is to prepare to build that vital function bridge, linking a biological strategy to a human design challenge, emulating nature's genius to build sustainable human solutions. So, are you ready to practice differentiating between function, strategy, and mechanism with some fascinating examples?